Wolverine Day 5. It's the last video in this series. In this workout, there's only 5 exercises. You're going to get some good heavy leg stuff and a little bit of core. So let's get out to the gym and try it out. Exercise number 1 is the deadlift. You guys see me here putting on my weight belt. That's very important. You want to keep your spine safe. You want to step up to the bar. You're going to grab. I like to use an alternated grip. Drop the hips and stand straight up. Now, notice that my hips, knees, and shoulders finish at the same time. That's very important. Week 1, 5 reps. Week 2, 4 reps. Week 3, 3 reps. Week 4, 10 reps. Exercise number 2 is the Romanian deadlift. You're going to pick it up kind of like if you're doing a regular deadlift, but as you see here, it's much different. You want to send your hips straight back and trying to keep a nice straight spine throughout the entire movement. This is going to work your glutes and your hamstrings really hard. You see me here dipping down, and I'm squeezing my glutes, squeezing my hamstrings. You want to do 4 sets, 10 reps. Exercise number 3 is called the Zerker squat. I didn't put any plates on the bar because I wanted you guys to be able to see my arm position clearly. You're going to underhook the bar, and then from here it's essentially the same squat form that you would use with a regular back squat or a front squat. It's really not that difficult, but it does make your arms feel a little weird because you have to use your core, and just using the arms in the squat is different. Coming up here in a second, you'll see it from a different angle. Pretty much the same thing. You want to do 4 sets, 12 reps. Exercise number 4 is called the weighted incline sit-up. So you see me here, I got my bench and a plate. Very simple, you're just going to do a crunch. The weight makes it a little bit more difficult. You want to do 4 sets, 10 reps. Now, the magazine wasn't really specific on how they want your arm position, so here is probably the most basic way to do it. Here in a second, I'm going to show you a different way. There it is. And you can keep your arms straight. And then as you crunch, you want to continue to push that weight up and over your head. I feel like this way is a little bit more difficult, so try the one that suits you the best. Last exercise is the barbell landmine. Now, the magazine wants you to do 10 on each side, and you'll see me going one way here. But the problem with that is that the bar kind of gets away from you a bit. So here in a second, you'll see me go one way and then the other. And in my experience, that helps the bar to stay in place. Some people stick the bar in the corner of the room to help them out a little bit, but you could try this here. It works for me. Arms up, and you want to keep your arms straight and rotate, rotate, rotate. Focus on using your core to create the rotation, and you want to do 4 sets, 10 reps each side. Alright, you guys, so that was Wolverine Day 5. What can I say about this workout? I think the workout was great. It was one of the shorter workouts of the week, but I feel like each exercise had a purpose and was really, really difficult. The deadlift. Everyone knows that I love to deadlift. It's a great exercise. It's going to hit the posterior chain, meaning your back, your butt, and your hamstrings, and I feel like that's something that a lot of us guys kind of forget to do because we're always so focused on what we can see in the mirror. The anterior chain, meaning the chest, the abs, our quads, biceps, triceps, shoulders, things like that. Also, the deadlift is just one of those few exercises that I do on a regular basis that really help me feel like a man, and that's always good. Speaking of the posterior chain, the Romanian deadlift. Some people call it a stiff leg deadlift. That's the name that I was given when I first learned it. That's also going to hit your hamstrings and glutes really, really hard. I feel like it's kind of a sleeper exercise because when you're doing it, yeah, you feel the hamstrings, but it's not that difficult. But trust me, when you do this exercise the day after, and maybe even the day after, those hamstrings are going to be burning. So that's great. And the Zerker squat. This is an exercise that, to my knowledge, has always been around, but has recently gained a lot of popularity, thanks in part to the CrossFit community, and it's kind of come back into style. I like it mainly because I've never really tried it before I started doing the Wolverine workout. I also like it because I feel like it's a great alternative to the front squat. Before I tried the Zerker squat, I did a lot of front squats, off and on, and now I have the Zerker squat, and it's different, so that's good. That last exercise, the barbell landmine, is a great exercise. It's going to work your rotators, meaning your obliques, but you're also going to get a good workout in the rectus abdominis, those front abs, that 6-pack muscle. I first learned how to use the barbell in that fashion a few years ago when I was training at NPTI. Shout out to my NPTI graduates that may be watching this video. And if you guys have never used the barbell in that fashion, I encourage you to do so, and also to look up a few more exercises for it, because it's just a great way to train. It's going to work your core, you can work your legs, your arms, everything's going to be able to get work there. So overall, Wolverine Day 5 is a great workout. Very short, but very to the point.